Hi friends, today we are going to learn the basic, that is the introduction with the layout of chassis and types of drives, and also we have to learn the function of the transmission system. Myself Mr. S.P. Udgave, Department of Mechanical Engineering, SIT COE. The layout of chassis, that is a numbers of components or main parts of the automobile are mounted on the chassis. The layout of these components on the chassis are different in different types of vehicles. So we can mount the numbers of component as per the requirement of their functions. So they can classify in different types of vehicles, that is cars, jeeps and trucks, buses, etc. The main difference in the layout of this chassis is the position of engine. So now we can see the figure. In this figure, that is the engine, it is mounted on the front axle. So this is called as a front engine rear wheel drive. The engine, it is located on the front of the vehicle, that is followed by the clutch, gearbox, propeller shaft, universal joint, differential and the rear axle. The radiator, it is located in front of the engine, and that is a engine, it is located after that. It is followed by the clutch, gearbox, propeller shaft and the differential and the rear axle. Now these are the also called as a transmission system. So this transmission system, it is also having the some functions. So first function of the transmission system, it is to be to disconnect the engine from the road wheels when it is required or desired, and the another function, that is connect the engine to the driving wheels without shock. So that is without shock, we can connect the engine through the clutch, that is we can operate the clutch and we can connect the engine to the transmission system, that is that is also called as a gearbox. That is to reduce the engine speed permanently in fixed ratio. That is also another function of the transmission system. So each and every element that is having the function. So next one is the clutch. It is a purpose to enable the driver to disconnect the drive from the road wheels instantaneously and engage the drive from the engine to the road wheels gradually while moving the vehicle from the rest. Next one, that is followed by the clutch, comes the gearbox, that is a transmission, which is also called as a transmission system. The gearbox or the transmission, that is provides the necessary, that is a leverage or the variation between the engine and the road wheels. And the universal joint, that is provided, that is we can see in this figure, that is a universal joint, it is provided through which, that is a propeller shaft, it is a transfer the torque to the rear differential, and that is a transferred torque to the rear wheels. So next, that is a types of drives in automobiles. The sum of the important drives of automobiles may be classified as follows. So first one, that is a front engine rear wheel drive. Second is the rear engine rear wheel drive. Third, that is a front engine front wheel drive, and last one, that is a four wheel drive. So we can see the figure. In that we can see the difference between the all the types of drives. So we can go through one by one. So first one, that is a front engine rear wheel drive. In this, that is a you can see the figure. In this figure, that is a engine, that is followed by the clutch and the gearbox, that is connected to the propeller shaft through the universal joint, and to the rear axle through the differential. We can transfer the torque to the rear axle, but the engine it is mounted on the front side, so that is called as a front engine rear wheel drive. So this drive it is having the some advantages and disadvantages. So we can see the advantages of this drive: balanced weight distribution, because of that is the engine on the front side and the passenger on the back sides, the balanced weight distribution. Second, that is the luggage space that is available, and the control linkages are short and simple because of engine it is mounted on the front side. For that, that is a gearbox it is followed by the engine, so easily we can control the that is a gear ratio through the gearbox, as well as the that is a clutch we can operate. So small linkages and short and simple linkages through which we can control the vehicle. Next advantage, that is a air cooling. We can get the proper air cooling or ventilation, air ventilation for the engine, because of that is the engine on the front side. Next one, that is a disadvantages of this type of drive, that is a ground clearance is required more, because of in this that is a propeller shaft and universal joint are required to transfer the torque from front engine to the rear axle. So ground clearance it is required more. That is increase in weight, so numbers of components are increased, so vehicle weight it is increased. And third, that is a decreased interior space, because of the linkages are provided, so decreased interior space. Next one, that is a front engine front wheel drive. Now we can see the figure. So in that figure you can see that is a engine as well as the differential it is mounted on the front axle. So you can see clearly that is a front engine that is followed by clutch and trans axle with that is a differential it is mounted, and that is a power or torque it is transmitted to the front axle, and that is called as the front engine front wheel drive. So this system it is also, or this drive it is also having some advantages and disadvantages. First, that is a maximum passenger space, because of there is no any linkages provided between the engine and rear wheel drive, we can get the maximum passenger space. Next one, that is a less weight. So there is a no any propeller shaft, so that is a numbers of components are less, so less weight. And the weight distribution, that is a proper weight distribution in this front engine rear wheel drive, because of the engine it is mounted on the front side and passenger wheel seat after that, so that is a weight distribution it is also good. And air cooling for the engine. And this system it is also having some disadvantages. So first, that is a more tractive effort it is required for the off-roads and the hills. Second, that is a complicated design. Complicated design means that is a linkages, and that is a engine it is mounted on the front axle. So that is a steering also connected to the front axle, so that is a complicated in design. And the less radius of turning it is available for the steering. Next one, that is a four-wheel drive. In this you can see there is a four-wheel drive, the engine it is followed by the clutch, and after the gearbox that is a transfer case it is provided for the four-wheel drive. So one, that is a link comes, or the propeller shaft through the universal joint, that is a torque it is transmitted to the differential, through which power or torque it is equally distributed and transferred to the wheels. Similar way, that is a transfer case that is distribute the torque to the front axle also through the differential box, and the torque it is transmitted to the wheels. So all four wheel drive we can transfer equally, or also at the requirement, as per the requirement of the wheels, we can cut the power and we can give only the torque to the two wheels also. So this system, it is also having the some advantages and disadvantages. So first advantage is that the whole weight it is available for traction. Second, that is a vehicle can travel on any road, mostly for the military vehicles or the some of the vehicles in hills or the off roads are manufactured. That is a four wheel drive. And detaching is reduced, means that is a particularly uh, wheels are provide the proper grip to the road, so that is called as a detaching. It is reduced. And because of engine on the front side, we can get the good air cooling. Next, that is a disadvantage, that is a cost, it is increased because of the transfer case. And extra, that is a component or extra element, it is a transfer case, it is required. Next one, that is a rear engine rear wheel drive. Now you can see the figure, that is a engine, it is mounted on the rear axle, and that is a power, it is transmitted equally to the both the wheels. So this system, it is also having some advantages. There is a no obstruction in a floor space because of the rear engine. Second, that is a better road grip on hills. Only one oil sump it is required for the gearbox on and the engine. And the disadvantage, that is a long linkages are required. That is a long linkages means that is a from the gearbox to change gear ratio we can required. That is a long linkages, that is a gear changer. And the clutch, that is a also required to operate the clutch, numbers of linkages. No natural air cooling because of that is a engine, it is mounted on the rear side, so no natural air cooling. And the last one, that is a uneven weight distribution because of that is a engine on the back side and the passenger on the front side, that is a uneven weight distribution. So thank you, stay connected for the next video.